Just take 1 minute time and just take 1 minute time and in the chat box write at least one or two mineral names which you know. That simple example I'll give you. Don't think in a like very deep depth or something. Just look around you. See your surroundings where you are sitting. I'm telling you, you will find many minerals around you. I'm not getting any response. Okay. The place where you are sitting and watching this video class, you look around it. Once you have a vision, turn around yourself and see, is there any minerals? There are many kinds of minerals at your home, in your kitchen, in your dining table, on your dining table. So let us continue with it. The minerals in our homes. The minerals in our homes. Can you name any common mineral which is available at every house, every home? You will find in every home. Yes? Nobody. You're not responding. Please respond. Give your answer in the chat box. So the common mineral which is found in your kitchen on your dining table is salt. Salt is also a very important mineral required for our body. So not only like don't think that whatever we use for consuming, whatever we eat, whatever we take for whatever we take for food, that is only mineral. No, minerals are we can. There are some minerals we can use and consume. There are some minerals which we cannot consume, but still they are called as minerals. So one of the student has responded gold, silver, salt. Yes, very good. Gold and silver is also a precious metal as well as a precious mineral. So the common mineral is salt, of course. So other minerals, what you find in your home, you have a asbestos, granite, you have a granite, kadapa stones. We use kadapa stones also. Then limestone, kerosene. Yes, kerosene is also a petrol. Petrol. These are also minerals. Kerosene, petrol is also a mineral. So there are many minerals and which are obtained from the surface of the earth by digging the ground like coal. So it is called mining. So we will discuss about mining also. So now we are just focusing on the minerals, types of minerals, how many kinds of minerals are there. So simply minerals can be classified into liquids and solids. Liquids and solids. So liquid minerals are there, solid minerals are also there. And we have one more category of minerals, that is renewable minerals, non-renewable minerals means renewable means which can be generated, reused again, renewable and non-renewable minerals. Now differentiate, just take one or two minerals, try to understand Is it renewable mineral or non-renewable mineral? Now I will give you a question. Everybody in your chat box post whether it is a renewable mineral or non-renewable mineral. So petrol, if you take petrol, now tell me whether it is a renewable mineral or non-renewable mineral. Petrol. Can we regenerate the petrol?
No.
We are extracting the petrol from the ground, but the same petrol is not used again and again. Whatever petrol we put in the vehicle, we are using it. But can we use the same petrol
No.
again? Can we
No,
get
no.
that same petrol? No.
No.
So we cannot get the same petrol again and again. So it is non-renewable mineral. Salt, non-renewable mineral, but it is actually unlimited. So generally our concept is anything which is unlimited is non-renewable mineral. Sorry, anything which is unlimited, it is renewable, but not like that. Which can be generated, again, which can be used again, reuse, use and reuse. Then it is called as renewable mineral. Like unlimited things also comes under sometimes renewable mineral. For example, solar energy, unlimited. So it is actually solar energy is taken as renewable mineral. Now water, you will be shocked. Water is also a mineral. Yes, my dear, water is also a mineral. So water is a renewable mineral. We can reuse it. Once we use it in a different forms, it will go out. Again, we can use it. Whatever water we are using. For example, bathing, where it will go, it will become the underground water after certain processes, after certain stages. Then the same water after ground filtration, we will use it by our borewells from the rivers or lakes. So water is a renewable mineral. Solar energy is a renewable mineral. Petrol, diesel, kerosene, asbestos, gold, silver. These are non-renewable minerals. See, minerals doesn't mean only metals. Minerals are not only metals, there are certain minerals which are not metals actually, like asbestos, granites. These are the examples which are non-metallic substances. They are not metals, but still we call them as minerals. Still we call them as minerals. Coal, we extract it from ground. By digging the ground, we extract coal. Coal is non-renewable mineral. Non-renewable mineral. Somebody is posting that video is not clear. Here the video is clear, man. It may be your net connection or net problem, internet problem. So just look into that. Now, my suggestion or my request is, I hope some of you, not everybody may not have, but some of you have the textbooks. Do you have a textbooks? You have a
Yes, sir.
textbooks? Very good. Now,
Yes, sir. We have.
page number 63, ma.
Yes, sir.
Page number 63. Now, there is a table. There is a table. Renewable resource, non-renewable resource, minerals. Means we are categorizing renewable resource, bamboo. Bamboo is a renewable resource, means we can generate, but it is not a mineral. But it is not a mineral. So the table is given. Try to fill that table. Renewable resource. See, coal is non-renewable resource, but it is a mineral. It is non-renewable, but it is a mineral. Now, gold. Is it renewable or non-renewable? So it is non-renewable mineral. So gold is non-renewable and it is a mineral. It is a mineral. Okay. There are some substances which cannot be generated and some substances which can be generated, but they are not minerals. And there are some substances which are minerals which we can generate, and there are some substances which are minerals but we cannot regenerate it. Renewable kadu. It is not a renewable. Understood? So some important minerals which we use in our day-to-day life. So if you see iron ore is used to make benches, stools, chairs. Then for construction purpose, to lay the pillars, roofs, and iron ore is used for making many instruments like bicycles, scooters, vehicles, and many more machineries we can use by using the iron ore. So iron again, there are different types of irons like pig iron, filtration iron, sterilized iron, and so on. Next, mica. We have mica. Then we have limestone. Limestone, you might have studied about limestone. Limestone is actually used in preparation of cement. So mica is a mineral which is used to prepare the cement. Granite, the flooring of your house, not everyone's, of course, the flooring of many of your houses are by granites, asbestos, tandoor stones. So they are also stones are also a minerals. Then manganese. Manganese is also a mineral. See, asbestos is mineral. Okay, asbestos is mineral, not a metal. It's not a metal. Non-metallic mineral. We are again having a categories like metallic mineral, non-metallic mineral, liquids and solids minerals, metallic, non-metallic minerals, renewable and non-renewable minerals. So many categories are there. Then by barrettes, feldspar. Feldspar is also a mineral. So these are all the different kinds of minerals. Now, let us go to the next topic: mineral resources of Telangana. Mineral resources of okay, okay, it's okay. Mineral resources of Telangana. Now, it's a simple topic. Thing is, what kinds of minerals are available? What are the resources, minerals available in Telangana? Now, we are going to see the minerals in Telangana, different kinds of minerals in Telangana. So Telangana consists of different kinds of minerals. See, it's not compulsory that every state have all kinds of minerals. Some states are having a full of resources of minerals, but some states are not having that mineral capacity, or what we say, the mineral deposits in a particular state. So what kind of mineral deposits are available in Telangana? So if you see dolomite, manganese, quartz, feldspar. So feldspar is also a mineral. Then we have pyrites, uranium. Uranium, it's a very important mineral that is used for making some kind of fire equipments. Then granites. Telangana is famous for uh, Tandur granites. Lot of deposits of granites are available in Telangana. Then the state is endowed, consisting of many kinds of minerals scattered, means not at one place, available in different places. You have to research, find out, and extract the minerals. So if you see low grade minerals of iron are found in Peddapalli, Manchiryala districts. It's better everybody please see the page number 64. A map is given. Telangana map is given in the textbook, and Different symbols are used. Different symbols are used to represent the minerals. By seeing that, it is easy for you to locate and find out which districts have what kind of minerals. It is very simple thing to understand. See, a triangular shape is given. Barytes. Barytes are given represented with triangular shape. Then coal, black round color shape is used. Then iron ore, star mark is given. So the place where the star mark is given, that means it represents that there is a availability of iron ore. Then mica, a diamond shape. Mica is represented with a diamond shape. Then wherever you find that shape, that picture, that represents that mica is available in that state. Now, to to understand everybody is following or not, everybody is looking into that or not. Already Telangana map is given as a screenshot. I will request all of you, I'm requesting all of you to find out the districts in Telangana where granite is available. Post your answer in the chat box. 1 minute time is given. Post your answer in the chat box. The districts where granite is available. Granite is available. Look into that map. Find out the districts. Send the answers in the chat box. Nizambad. Aditya. Very good, Nizambad. Right. Next. Jay Shankar. Okay. Good. Next. Nizambad. Vikarabad. Sangareddy. Sangareddy. Who is that Sangareddy man? Pawan. Now let us see whether Sangareddy is there or not. Okay, Sangareddy, some granite is available. Bhadradri, very good. Okay, that shows that many of you are listening the class. Very good. The same way, continue this. Yadadri, right? Aditya Yadadri, Pawan Yadagiri. Yadadri man, not Yadagiri, right? Okay. Now, you see, there are some places in the same page you have given with some place names about the Tandur. Like Tandur is famous for blue color limestone, which we call it as Shabad stone. Shabad stone. Okay, Srikar Jason, right? Let us continue for the next topic. See, there are Vikarabad is also famous for Tandur, and uranium are found, and it is estimated that around 11 million, not first grade, but second grade or low quality uranium is available in the districts of Lambapur, Pulicharla, Nammapuram, and these are the names of the districts. So here are the places where around 11 million tons of uranium deposits are found. Recently, they discovered that these are the districts where uranium deposits are available, and they are trying to extract it for the uses, different uses. Now, next topic is minerals and mining. So, when we talk about minerals and mining, two types of examples we will take. One is coal, the other one is petrol. Coal, wherever we will see the districts names and all that. So, wherever coal is available, coal is extracted by digging the surface, that is from the surface we go into the depths, hundreds of meters, thousands of meters where the coal is available, and we will extract the coal from the, so what we say, from the ground. Underground mining, we call it as. See, coal is extracted in two ways: open pit mining and underground mining. Open pit mining is you go on digging the surface, remove it, and wherever you find the coal, you extract it. Then the other one is underground mining. Underground mining is you make some tunnels like borewells, enter into it, go into the layers of the soil, and where the coal is available, dig from there and bring it on the surface. So coal is extracted from the soil, underground, from the underground of the soil. Next one is petrol. If you take petrol, majority of the petrol is extracted from the seashores. From the seashores, but it is not easy extracting the coal or petrol. Mining is not easy. Mining of minerals includes many difficulties and many hazards also, dangerous hazards. Just extracting the minerals for our personal use or the use by the government is not enough. We have to look into the matter where we face problems. When we extract the minerals, we face the problems also. Like natural hazards are also there when we extract the minerals from the grounds. When we extract mineral from the grounds, there is a possibility of floods, landslides, tsunami. These are all the chances. If you go on extracting by making the tunnels, don't you think that lands, whatever tunnels are there, they will fall down and then there is some kind of landsliding, hills, mountains will slide away. So, minerals and mining, different kinds of minerals. Mining the minerals has a problems also. Now, you see, if you go on extracting the minerals, there is a possibility of pollution. The rivers which are nearby, which are nearby the extracting areas like mining areas will be polluted. People living in and around the mining areas will be getting polluted air. What they breathe is polluted air. Oxygen levels will decrease because when you mine or go for mining, forest areas, the trees, plants, you will remove it. So the forest area will decrease. And the forest area will decrease automatically. The oxygen levels will decrease, and we will have to breathe. We have to breathe the polluted oxygen, polluted air we get. Then even there may be a possibility of decrease in the agriculture products, because when you find that this is a place where we get, say for example, uranium. There are some districts where uranium is found. So people in that districts, the particular region where you will find uranium, what happens? Government asks them to vacate that place. The people, farmers has to lose their land. Farming will decrease, production will decrease. So these are all the Natural effects. Natural effects which we will find when we go for the mining of minerals. Now, now I will stop my class today. I will stop my class today. Everybody, just take the page number 64 of your textbook. This is your work now, homework. There is a small table. Like look at the mineral map of Telangana and fill the table. Now fill that table, districts and minerals. Write 4 district names and write 4 minerals names. Like whatever district name you write, see what minerals are available in that district. Fill that table. Yes. The same table, ma. Page number 64. Observe the map and do. Don't do blindly. Observe the map. Observe the map of minerals in Telangana. Write first district name. Then observe that district, what minerals are available. Fill that one column. Then go for the next district. Write some district name. What minerals are available? What kinds of, what are different minerals available? Okay. So with this, I will very good. Vishwaditya.